Fight Live returns to Channel 5 this Friday. Two of Britain's most exciting super lightweights collide at London's legendary York Hall. Don't miss Eubank versus Farrell this Friday on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by Tyrone Mckenna. Tyrone, I think I'm the only interviewer that says your name right, you know?
I know everyone else says Tyrone. I've noticed. I clock it all. It's Tyrone, people.
Tell me about that story about the guy and your name in Philadelphia. You've told me before. It's an absolute cracker.
Right, so obviously Tyrone, it's mainly a black guy's name rather than a white guy's name over in America. So always when I'm telling people my name, they don't believe it's my name. They always say, "Are you saying Tyrell? Are you saying Terrence? Are you saying whatever?" But they never think it's Tyrone. And I'm getting my medicals done, and this big black guy comes out, and I'm in the waiting area, and he's got his wee folder, and he says, "Right, Tyrone Mckenna." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Tyrone Mckenna." And I said, "Right." I got up, started walking them. He said, "No, I said Tyrone." I said, "I know you said Tyrone." He said, "Tyrone Mckenna." And he started getting angry. I said, "What the fuck do you want me to do? My name's Tyrone." He said, "Your name's Tyrone?" I said, "Yeah." And he burst out laughing. He goes, "Fuck, I didn't think a white guy been walking towards me called Tyrone." And he just burst out laughing. He just laughed the whole day. But I see in America, it's literally no one believes that's my name. But it's a good icebreaker.
It is. Tyrone, you had a good fight last time out against Chris Jenkins. You stood, you traded in the centre of the ring. How did you think that fight went for you? And, you know, what did you take from that fight going into this next fight here in the SSC arena?
You know what? I think I promised people a war, and I like the deliver on what I say and be the man of the people that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And that's what it was. It was a war. It was non-stop, action-packed. I loved it. I loved every second of it. Chris Jenkins is a legend. He came for the war as well. The crowd loved it. But you know, last camp there was problems going on behind the scenes with me. Not in camp or trainer or anything like that, but behind the scenes, personal. And I don't know, my head wasn't right. In the lead up to the fight, and I wasn't staying down in Dublin. I was up and down every day, and other things were happening, and my head wasn't in the game. Basically, my last fight, during camp, obviously on the night, it was a great fight and an enjoyable fight. But I think this camp's been a lot better. I've been staying down in Dublin again. I'm training hard. Everything that was a problem last time is no longer a problem, and I'm just buzzing. I feel like I'm back to my usual self. I'm very fit. I'm sparring unbelievable. Everything's just going perfect this camp.
Tell me a bit about what do you know about Liam Taylor, and what does he bring to the table for a fight of this magnitude in the SSC?
I don't know loads about Liam Taylor. I've maybe watched him once or twice. I know he likes to stand and trade, and I mean he's had a few good wins. He's beat Tyrone and whatnot. He's only been beat by high level fighters as well. So I mean he's obviously a tough man. I think this fight is going to be very hard for him. He's not really proved himself at a high level yet. He was in with David Abernethy, and he got stopped within a round or two. But you know, he's game. He wanted the fight. He took it straight away. So he's obviously he fancies himself in it, and I know he's going to come and bring good support with him, and it's going to be an entertaining fight. But however it lasts, how long it lasts.
What do you think that you've learned from your defeat to Regis Prograis? Because obviously that was a very tough fight. You took that fight no bother. You told everyone you were going to turn up. Obviously it was stopped a bit prematurely in your opinion. But what did you take from that fight?
I'm a hard cunt. I'm a man that can take a serious shot. I mean, program. I don't know how hard that bastard hits. He hit me a jab in the first round, and you see my face going, "Fuck if that's his jab hand. I don't want to feel his backhand." And he does. He hit incredibly hard, and I took his best shot in the second round. I got up and I laughed at him and I waved him on, and I told everyone that was what was going to happen, and I was hoping to maybe slow him down in the second half of the fight. And I think I was getting more into the fight as the rounds went on. I wasn't going to say I was going to win the fight, but I thought it might have been an entertaining one at the end. But I had learned a lot. I think just seeing how relaxed Prograis was in the fight and during the fight, and taking his time on stuff. I mean, he's a world class fighter. And I think I learned a lot on that night of fighting him. But one of the main things is I can take a serious shot.
Not looking past Liam Taylor because it's a tough fight in its own right on the 10th of December, and you know the fans are ready for an absolute war. But what's next for Tyrone McKenna after that?
This cements me in the weight division really. Like obviously I've only had one fight at 147 at the minute, and it was a non-title fight. This one's going to be for a title, so it kind of puts me in the world rankings. I can start calling out the big boys of the division with a bit of authority. So yeah, I mean right now after I beat Liam Taylor, I'm going to be looking at big names, and whoever's the biggest name and best offer on the table that I can get, then that's who I want to fight.
Give us one or two of those big names. Who do you want?
There's anyone that's in the top 10 really. I mean even if there aren't top 10 really, UK ways or Ireland ways. I mean Florian Marku, I'd love to fight. Um, but then obviously all the big names that I'd love to fight are out in the States. I mean, there's there's a long list, a list as long as my arm over there that I'd love to fight. So anyone really.
Would love to see that Florian Marku fight. Finally, Tyrone, what do you make of the potential of a Katie Taylor fight at Croke Park?
I mean, I think everyone and their ma is coming out of retirement to fucking try and get on that bill. Never mind current boxers, but it's a fight that I think Katie deserves. The Croke Park being 80,000 fans and a homecoming because she hasn't fought in Ireland yet as a pro, and the Irish people absolutely love her. I think she sells out pretty easily, to be honest. But yeah, to be involved in that card would be unbelievable for any boxer out there in Ireland. Their dream next year is to get on that Croke Park show. It's going to be unbelievable atmosphere. Um, it's just a great place to put yourself on a big platform. A historical night. Any Katie Taylor fight is more or less a historical night, but this one's just Croke Park, 80,000 people. No one's ever done that. It would just be unbelievable to be on it. And hopefully, can get an Eddie Hearns here and fucking get Tyrone McCann on the show.
That's the plan. Tyrone, one final question because your coach actually is out injured at the moment and a bit of a freak accident. Talk to us a bit about that. What actually happened, Pete, and will he be in your corner on the 10th of December?
Well, I think he tore either his thigh or his calf. I forget. but but yeah, he was. I don't even know I don't even know the story really. But listen, he was chasing people down the street. I think that stole his watch or he stole his wallet or something, and he was chasing them. Obviously he's over 60, so he's not as agile as he looks. He looks like he's about 40 years old, but he was chasing after him. He jumped down a load of steps and busted his he tore either his calf muscles or his thigh muscles. But look, Pete is a very resilient man. He's a very tough man. I mean, the guy's been shot before and he's came back, so I have no worries that he's going to make a recovery pretty quick. He's expecting to be in the corner. I'm expecting him to be in the corner as well. He said he's doing everything he can at the minute to try and speed up his rehabilitation. And yeah, I think he will be in the corner. He's been in the gym every day this week. He's doing sessions still, so there's been no change there. Sparring still been lethal. The training's still been lethal. and he said feels like he's getting stronger every day. It's not going to be like the time where he did get shot and took him 3 years to recover. This is going to be relatively quick. It looks bad at the minute because he is in a wheelchair and he's cast up, but that'll only be for 2 weeks maybe, and then he'll be then cast took off and hopefully be on crutches.
Well, Tyrone, thank you very much for your time today. We'll speak again fight week, and good luck, and hopefully see you soon.
Yep, calm, good man. See ya.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks very much.
Fight Live returns to Channel 5 this Friday. Two of Britain's most exciting super lightweights collide at London's legendary York Hall. Don't miss Eubank versus Farrell this Friday on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed at my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.